What's up, fam? How's it going out there? We're here. We're story time and get used to it. That's right. It's story time with Mr. Michael. Today, we're going to get to talk a lot about pets. I love pets. I love everybody's pets. Animals are super cool. They're precious. They're adorable. Sometimes they're funny looking. Sometimes they're cool looking. I myself have some fish that I keep as pets. Do you guys have any pets? I'd be interested to find that out. Maybe you'll tell me in the comments section. Today, we're going to get to read a special book about a fish. Today, we're going to be reading Not Norman by Kelly Bennett, illustrated by Noah Z. Jones. This book is subtitled A Goldfish Story. Right there, see? So, we're going to find out all about Norman, who looks like a goldfish to me. Let's find out what's happening in here. Not Norman, A Goldfish Story by Kelly Bennett, illustrated by Noah Z. Jones. When I got Norman, I didn't want to keep him. I wanted a different kind of pet. Not Norman. I wanted a pet who could run and catch, or one who could climb trees and chase strings. A soft, furry pet to sleep on my bed at night. Not Norman. All Norman does is swim around and 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 around. This is it, Norman, I decide. I'm trading you for a good pet. Norman doesn't move, not even a fin twitches. How can I trade him like this? No one will want a sorry-looking fish in a gunky bowl. When I drop Norman into his nice, clean bowl, he starts dipping and flipping and flapping his fins around. He looks so goofy, I have to laugh. Don't think that just because you made me laugh, I'm going to keep you. I tell him, tomorrow, you're out of here. Norman blows a stream of bubbles. The next day, I take Norman to school with me. If I talk him up real good during show and tell, maybe someone will want him. On the way there, we see my friend Austin. Austin has a real cool dog and 7 puppies. Want to swap one of your puppies for Norman, I ask? Who's Norman? Asks Austin. My goldfish, I say. Look what's happening. You see the dogs around the goldfish? Look! They're drinking the goldfish water! By the time I rescue Norman, half his water is gone! I'm sorry, I tell Norman when we get to school. I'm really sorry. He just stares up at me all googly-eyed. Finally, it's my turn for show and tell. Just as I start to talk about goldfish, Emily shouts, "Jenny's gone! Who let my snake loose?" She's missing her snake. They all got scared and ran away. Does anyone hear the story of how I got Norman? Does anyone even ask to hold his bowl? No. They're all jumping and screaming and chasing the snake. Not Norman. He's looking right at me. Thanks for listening, I tell him. That afternoon, we go to my music lesson. As soon as it's over, I'm taking Norman back to the pet store. I take out my tuba and I begin to play. Boom, 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 boom. I glance over at Norman, and he's swaying back and forth. Glug, 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 he mouths. Look, Norman's singing, I say. Pay attention, snaps Maestro, and try to play the proper notes. Boom, 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 boom. Maestro makes me stay for extra practice. By the time my lesson is over, it's too late to go to the pet store. Don't think that just because you like my music, I'm gonna keep you, I tell Norman. He glugs. That night, I'm sound asleep when screech, screech. What's that noise? Scratch, screech, screech. Yikes, there's something at the window. Then, out of the corner of my eye, I spot Norman. He isn't scared. He isn't swimming around in circles either. He glugs and gives me a little wave. I'm not alone. Together, Norman and I slide open the curtains. It was just a broken tree branch. Thanks for watching out for me, Norman. On Saturday, I take Norman to the pet store, just like I said I would. I look at the cats and dogs and the snakes and the birds. I look at the hamsters and mice and lizards too. They all look like good pets, but they are not Norman. When I got Norman, I wasn't sure I wanted to keep him, but now, even if I could pick any pet in the whole world, I wouldn't trade him. Not Norman. Boom, 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 boom. The end. Well, boy, the boy in that story, he sure found out he had a new friend, didn't he? He didn't think he wanted to hang out with Norman, but he found out he really loved Norman. That's really, really cool. I love hanging out with my fish. It's super cool. Do you have a pet that you like to hang out with? Do you wish you had a pet that you got to hang out with? Do you have friends you like to hang out with? Sometimes you can even think about this book like it's about your friends. Sometimes you meet somebody and you don't think you're gonna like them, but then all of a sudden you do. It can be true of friends, it can be true of pets, it can be true of anybody or anything. So I hope you have a good day out there. If you do have pets, tell me what they are in the comments below. If you wanna have a pet, tell me in the comments below what it would be. What kind of pet? What would you name it? Maybe you would have a pet giraffe and you would name it Fluffy. Maybe you would have a pet hissing beetle and you would name it Jennifer. That's a thing you could choose to do. You can do anything you want, especially when it comes to your pets. So have a great day. Thank you for sharing this book with me. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and always stay curious, everybody. Okay, bye. I'll see you next time. Boop.